LeetCode number 3, longest substring without repeating characters. A classic sliding window problem that appears regularly in top company interviews. We'll build the O of N solution, walk through the key insight that separates it from brute force, and then see the implementation in 6 languages. Let's get into it. Given a string, find the length of the longest substring, contiguous characters, with no repeating characters. The critical word is substring. Characters must be adjacent in the original string, not a subsequence where you can skip around. First example, an 8-character string that cycles through a B, C. The longest clean window is ABC, the first 3 characters. Once we hit the second, A at index 3, that window is broken. Nothing longer qualifies. The answer is 3. Edge case, 5 identical characters. Any window of size 2 already contains a duplicate. The best you can do is 1 character at a time. The answer is 1. Before writing code, notice what the constraint is telling you. Up to 50,000 characters. At that scale, an O of N squared approach, testing every possible substring, runs roughly 2.5 billion operations. Hard timeout. The constraint is a hint. The problem expects a linear solution. And the substring requirement, contiguous characters, is exactly what makes a sliding window work. If the problem allowed subsequences, you couldn't bound the window at all. The design is the clue. Before writing any code, clarify 3 things. First, character set. ASCII means at most 128 distinct keys, a bounded map. Unicode means potentially millions. The problem says ASCII, but asking this signals you think about scale. Second, empty string. Your code should return 0 naturally. A reviewer will notice if it needs a special case. Third, confirm substring versus subsequence. Say it out loud. I'm treating this as contiguous characters, is that right? 30 seconds of clarification before touching code shows engineering maturity. Many developers naturally reach for the brute force approach first. Enumerate every start position, expand to every end position, use a set to check for duplicates as you go. It works correctly, and for short inputs it is fine. The problem is it is O of N squared at 50,000 characters, that is 2.5 billion iterations. Too slow. But recognizing this naturally leads somewhere better. Instead of discarding the entire window when you hit a duplicate and restarting, what if you just moved the left boundary forward? That is the sliding window. The optimal solution has 2 ideas working together. First, the sliding window. Keep a left and a right pointer bounding a current duplicate-free window. Right always advances, adding characters. When a duplicate appears, shrink from the left until the window is clean. Track the max window length at every step. That is it. Second, the hashmap jump. A set only tells you whether a character exists. A dict tells you where it was last seen. Location is what lets you teleport. When you hit a duplicate, you don't crawl left 1 step at a time. You jump directly to one past the last position of that character. That is what keeps both pointers moving forward in a single pass. One subtle invariant. The stored index has to be inside the current window for the jump to be valid. The check scene C is greater than or equal to left, filters out stale entries that predate the window, making it safe to never clear the map. Let's trace the 8-character example, but we'll skip to the interesting parts. The first 3 characters, A, B, C, are all new. The window just expands to 0 through 2, max reaches 3. Nothing surprising there. Index 3 is another, This is where the hashmap earns its cost. A set would tell you A is present. You would crawl left one step at a time until the window was clean. The dict tells you A was at index 0, so you jump. Left equals 0 plus 1 equals 1. One operation instead of potentially many. Window is now 1 to 3, still length 3. We write scene A equals 3 to keep the entry current for future collisions. Index 4 hits B, stored at 1, still inside the window. Left jumps to 2. Index 5 hits C, stored at 2, still inside. Left jumps to 3. The window slides forward with each collision, and max holds at 3 through all of it. Now the stale entry guard, this is the subtle piece. Suppose after all these jumps we encounter A again much later at some index 9. At that point left might be at 5. Our hashmap says scene A equals 3, but 3 is behind the left boundary. Without the scene C greater than or equal to left check, we would try to set left equals 4, which is actually backward. The guard catches this. If the stored index is below left, the entry is stale. We treat the character as fresh and simply expand the window. Edge case, 5 Bs. At every step the window tries to hold 2 Bs, fails, and left chases right. Window size never exceeds 1. Return 1. The implementation is 8 lines. The key design choice, we use a dict, not a set. A set only answers is C here. The dict answers, where was C last seen? That location is what lets us jump in one operation instead of crawling. 2 lines carry the most weight. First, scene C equals right is unconditional. It runs even when we just jumped left after a collision. This overwrites the old entry with the current index, keeping it fresh so future collisions on the same character jump to the right address. Second, the scene C greater than or equal to left guard before the jump. We never clear the dict between windows. Entries from before the current window survive in memory. This single comparison silently filters them out. If the stored index is below left, skip the jump and let right keep moving. No clearing, no resetting, just one comparison. Java's hashmap gives us the same O of 1 operations. The main syntactic difference: contains key for existence, then a separate get for the value. In Python, that is a single in check followed by dict access. Java splits it into 2 calls. One thing worth knowing: mapget of C returns an integer object, not a primitive int. The greater than or equal comparison auto-unboxes it. That works fine here, but the contains key guard is what prevents a null pointer exception if the key is missing. TypeScript's map is nearly a line-for-line translation. The notable difference is mapget of C with an exclamation mark, a non-null assertion. TypeScript knows we just called has, but it can't automatically infer that get is therefore safe. The exclamation mark tells the compiler, trust me here. An alternative is mapget of C with double question mark -1 as a fallback. That skips the has check entirely and still handles the missing key case correctly. C++ uses unordered map for average O of 1 lookup and insert, the hash table equivalent of Python's dict. The existence check is map count of C. C++ didn't add a contains method until C++20, so count returning 0 or 1 is the standard pattern here. One footgun to know: writing map bracket s bracketrite for a key that doesn't exist silently inserts it with a default 0. We always check count before reading, so that never fires here, but it is easy to do by accident. C#'s dictionary follows the same pattern with contains key and the indexer. If you prefer a more idiomatic approach, try getValue combines both operations in one dictionary probe. If map, try getValue of C and out in TypeScript, then check IX greater than or equal to left. That is one lookup instead of two, and the compiler is cleaner about null safety. Goes, OK idiom makes this feel the most natural. If IX, OK equals seen bracketus bracketrite, OK and IX greater than or equal to left, that single expression combines existence check and value retrieval. One detail worth noting: the map key is byte, not rune. That means we are indexing into raw bytes, fine for ASCII input, which LeetCode guarantees for this problem. If the problem ever specified arbitrary Unicode, you would range over the string with rune indices instead. Time complexity is O of n. Right advances exactly n steps. Left only ever moves forward and never crosses right, so it also moves at most n steps total. Every character is touched at most twice. Space is O of min of m, n, where m is the character set size. The hashmap holds at most as many entries as distinct characters in the string. This is optimal. Any correct solution must read every character at least once. Before you submit, say 3 things out loud. First, explain the data structure choice. Say, I use a dict because I need the last seen index to jump in one step. A set only gives presence, not location. Second, call out the invariant. Say, seen C greater than or equal to left is the stale entry guard. It is what makes it safe to never clear the map, because old entries just get silently ignored. Third, state the direction guarantee. Say both pointers only move right, no backtracking, which is why the algorithm is O of n. These 3 sentences prove you understand the design, not just the code. Longest substring without repeating characters. O of n with a sliding window and an index map. The key insight: when you hit a duplicate, you teleport past it using the stored position, you never restart. This pattern appears across dozens of interview problems: minimum window substring, longest subarray with at most k distinct, and more. You have now seen it in 6 languages. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.